Can you maybe stop saying that? Someone's going to misinterpret
Okay, fine. I'm sorry, but why make something like that up?
it. Because he was drunk, he's losing his mind, and he was looking for a way to blackmail me.
One of the 4 American television soap operas still airing since its inception in the 1980s is The Bold and the Beautiful, as it's continued to entertain its viewers in its 35th year, becoming the most watched daytime TV drama not only in the US, but also across the world. It was marketed as the sister series to another popular soap opera, The Young and the Restless, which was created by the same people at CBS. The cast of characters has changed over the years, and the casting door continues to revolve, saying goodbye to some, while welcoming new ones to the B&B universe. The husband and wife creative team of William J. Bell and Lee Phillip Bell switched to a glitz and glamour theme when they conceived The Bold and the Beautiful. The Bell couple collaborated for many years, creating successful narratives for soap operas, but it was only at this time of their lives that it became a family affair, as their son Bradley Bell was included in the writing team. And the Bell family moved to Los Angeles from Chicago to focus on creating one of the enduring daytime dramas on the mainstream TV network. Bradley later took the helm when his father stepped down, promoted to head writer and executive producer of the TV series. The soap opera up to this day remains a family production under the company Bell Phillip Television Productions, Inc., which William and Lee established initially to produce the TV series. On the drawing board, the Bells initially called it The Rags, referring to the garment industry, but they decided the title The Bold and the Beautiful best described the daytime series. It made its television premiere on 23 March 1987 on the CBS network. To make B&B different from all their previous drama series, the creators made it flashy, beautiful, elegant, and fashionable. The original ensemble of actors for its main cast included John McCook as Eric Forrester Sr., Susan Flannery as Stephanie Douglas Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang as Brooke Logan, Ron Moss as Ridge Forrester, Judith Baldwin as Beth Henderson Logan, Joanna Johnson as Carolyn Spencer, and Clayton Norcross as Thorne Forrester. It was the actions and decisions of these characters in the first couple of seasons that spawned all the narratives eventually created over the years. The original actors played these roles extremely effectively, which helped make it one of the most loved American daytime dramas. The plotline was centered on the intertwined lives of the wealthy Forrester family and the working-class Logan family. Amidst the complicated relationships between these two families came the cunning interference of the Spectra family, who created havoc in Forrester's fashion empire. The narratives included secret affairs, corporate takeovers, star-crossed lovers, birth secrets, you name it, and the series has had it all. One of the major storylines in The Bold and the Beautiful that started the ball rolling was the Eric and Beth connection. When there was a party being thrown at the Forrester mansion, Stephanie unknowingly hired caterers associated with Beth Logan. Then, when Eric ran into her, he initially didn't recognize her, but knew there was something familiar. Eric and Beth were college sweethearts, but had to break up because Eric impregnated Stephanie during a one-night stand and had to marry her. They later had 3 children, Ridge, Thorne, and Kristen. It was revealed later on that Ridge wasn't his biological son. On the rebound, Beth married Stephen Logan and had 4 children with him: Storm, Brooke, Donna, and Katie. Stephanie and Eric's marriage wasn't doing well, and when Eric found Beth again, it rekindled something in him. Brooke met Ridge during the party and couldn't forget about him. At that time, Ridge was engaged to Carolyn Spencer, but her father, media magnate Bill Spencer, didn't approve of Ridge because of his womanizing reputation. In the Logan household, Beth warned her daughter not to get involved with Ridge, as he was way out of her league. On the wedding day, Carolyn was shown photos of Ridge sleeping with other women, but went through with it anyway, but fainted while walking down the aisle. Ridge tried wooing Carolyn again, as he realized that he did love her, but she continued to reject him. He then turned his affections to Brooke and started dating her, while Carolyn became closer to Ridge's brother Thorne, whom she ended up marrying, which shocked everyone. Brooke and Ridge were engaged as well. But when it was revealed that Brooke hid a letter that Ridge wrote for Carolyn with the intent of proposing to her, he broke off the engagement. Carolyn and Thorne divorced. Ridge married Carolyn. However, she died of leukemia, but pushed Ridge and Brooke together. Knowing that it was only Brooke who could console her husband once she was gone. The comfortable world of the Forrester family in The Bold and the Beautiful became rocky with the introduction of Sally Spectra, who made everything around her intriguing and scandalous. The woman did whatever she could to make her own fashion house as successful as the Forresters, including stealing designs from Forrester Creations, becoming engaged to Eric Forrester for a while, and scheming to break up other relationships along the way. Eric only admired Sally for her tenacity, while Sally was quite crazy about him and obsessed with anything Forrester. She would often gatecrash their events, which Stephanie hated, and which started a long feud between the two women. It didn't help that later on, her only daughter Macy married Stephanie's son Thorne. Most of the loyal fans of the daytime TV drama series genre asked before the start of 2020 if CBS would end The Bold and the Beautiful, as it had been around for more than 30 years. They were afraid that the tough competition on TV and the easy accessibility of online streaming services would convince CBS executives to give the daily time slots to new shows targeting the Gen Z population. They were relieved when it was announced in March 2020 that the TV network had renewed their favorite soap opera for 2 more seasons. 2022 is the final year of that renewal, and it marks its 35th season on television. So many things had happened in the show, with some characters saying goodbye, who stayed, and who left in 2021, when the daytime series, Bold and the Beautiful, received the Outstanding Daytime Drama of the Year from Daytime Emmy Awards. The show's creator thanked his Fab Four. It sparked online debates among fans back then, as some didn't approve of his choice of actors in the group. His Fab Four were Susan Flannery, Stephanie, John McCook, Eric, Catherine Kelly Lang, Brooke, and Ron Moss Ridge. At that time, their characters were always at the center of all the drama within the B&B universe, always a part of all the storylines that were spawned. So generally, these 4 actors had the most loyal fans of all the cast of characters in the show. Out of the 4 core members, only John and Catherine remained in the show, leading to its 35th year, continuing to play the characters given to them in 1987. When Susan wanted to quit the show, the Bells gave her character a permanent exit by letting Stephanie die of cancer. It was different when Ron wanted to go back to his singing career in August 2012. It was initially just for a short respite, so another actor, Lane Davies, took over the role. However, Ron chose not to return after playing the same role for 25 years, reportedly because he had problems memorizing his lines following a vehicular accident. He also wasn't comfortable with the fast-paced filming of the series, so the producers didn't have any choice but to replace him permanently with Thorsten Kaye, and the character has continued over the years. One of the iconic characters in The Bold and Beautiful, who loyal fans love to hate, was the flamboyant Sally Spectra, originally played by Darlene Conley, who used the funniest and wackiest ways to try to outdo the Forrester family. However, when the actress died in 2007, the writers chose to let her character live in the south of France, enjoying her cabana boys instead of killing her off. The fans were excited in 2017 when it was announced that another Sally Spectra would grace the B&B universe in the form of her grandniece and namesake. Courtney Hope was given the role and attracted positive reviews for her portrayal. It was just unfortunate that Courtney left the TV series in August 2020, and fans were saddened by it, only to find out that she did a crossover, bringing the character to the sister series, The Young and the Restless. However, viewers continued to wait for the character to return to its original home. It was in 2018 when Kiara Barnes was first introduced to the world of The Bold and the Beautiful, the actress and singer portraying the role of Zoe Buckingham, older sister of Paris Buckingham, both daughters of Reese and Grace Buckingham. Their family shared a bad DNA gene in which they didn't care about whomever was hurt as long as they got what they wanted. Initially, she was a mystery woman who came from London and shared a romantic relationship with Alexander Xander Avant. When she arrived in LA, she ingratiated herself with Forrester Creations, and through cunning moves, she became part of the fashion empire. Her main purpose was to win back her former lover, Xander, who was in love with Emma Barber. Zoe was the quintessential possessive ex-girlfriend who lied, schemed, and broke the law just to get her man back. She was successful, but in the process discovered a baby switching scam orchestrated by her father, then chose to be quiet about it. That decision cost Zoe her relationship with Xander. In 2021, Kiara bid farewell to the character of Zoe, informing everyone that one of her acting dreams came true as she became part of the main cast of the rebooted primetime series Fantasy Island. Her character was written off as someone who opted to work for Forrester International in Paris. Apparently, after her relationship with Xander ended, she soon moved on with Carter Walton, a lawyer for Forrester Creations. However, he cheated on her, and she lost everything she'd worked hard for in LA when it was revealed that she knew about the baby switching scheme. She was then offered another start by a Forrester executive by moving her to Europe. Rumors of Jacqueline McGinnis Wood leaving the series halfway through 2021 went around social media. Initially, it was said that it was because her contract negotiation with the show failed. At that time, the rumors coincided with her character as Steffi Forrester becoming heavily addicted to an illegal substance and would need to be treated at a rehab facility. Most fans believe that whenever characters go through this destructive path, they usually left the show. However, Steffi was in the middle of a recent major conflict in the show, having orchestrated the splitting up of Ridge and Brooke, and was halfway into her ultimate goal of getting her mother, Taylor, reunited with her father, Ridge. Some said that it was safe to say that there isn't any truth to the rumor, but others believe that after this seismic change in the narrative, she'll be written off as someone leaving LA to live somewhere else away from it all. In July 2021, Thorsten Kaye, who played the role of Ridge Forrester, shared in an interview that he'd already put in an extended vacation leave request to the producers of the daytime series. He said he'd worked non-stop in the soap since 2012, and with his family living in New York, he often shuttled from his home in LA, where filming takes place each season. Thorsten said that he wanted to spend more quality time with his family and planned a small world trip with them. Bradley Bell had already agreed that Ridge would be written out temporarily, and some fans believed it would happen in 2022, as Ridge and Brooke had another falling out since the return of Taylor Hayes in their lives. Due to the teasers that were aired for this 2022 season, it seems that the Bridge era is nearing its end. Apparently, Brooke and Deacon shared a drunken kiss during a New Year's celebration, which Douglas witnessed and shared with Ridge and Taylor's daughter, Steffi. It gave the girl ammunition to break up Ridge and Brooke's marriage, and was successful as Ridge, even after being unfaithful to Brooke many times in the past, couldn't handle the kiss and took off his wedding ring. They had a heart-wrenching goodbye scene in February 2022, leaving fans devastated. The Brooke-Ridge-Taylor has been a huge love triangle in the series, and fans could only wonder, what kind of temporary ending would the writers choose to give Ridge? Brooke and Ridge had been married and divorced several times, so now the Bridge shippers were speculating online if it was the end of the ultimate B&B love team. Older fans of the series believed that the couple would always love each other, but were destined not to be together. It was what the creator and writer William Bell originally wanted for the two when he was still alive, saying in an interview that the couple would be the ultimate star-crossed lovers in the show. But that narrative could change depending on Brad Bell, who now has the final say on the fate of these characters. The daytime drama series has been a fixture in CBS network programming, and since TV is all about the numbers game, it's safe to conclude that The Bold and the Beautiful is expected to continue airing. It still commands a decent number of viewers, even if just a fraction of their former numbers at their peak. With all the competition out there, ratings will probably stay similar to the past few years. It doesn't matter who goes and who stays, as long as the writers continue to surprise the audience with unbelievable yet intriguing storylines. The guilty pleasure of watching them continues. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.